and welcome to Quiz Class. My name's Ellis and I'll be your host for today's trivia quiz. We've got 100 questions for this quiz today, and we'd love you to let us know at the end of the video how many points you scored based on our Quiz Class awards. Whether champion, master, enthusiast, apprentice or an explorer, your score from 0 to 100 will let you know and let us know how you got on. Let's get started then. Good luck. Here's question 1. What is the smallest country in the world? Vatican City, Monte Carlo or the Maldives? The answer is Vatican City. Question 2. The tallest building in the world is Burj Khalifa. Where can you find this building? New York City, Dubai or Tokyo? The Burj Khalifa can be found in Dubai. Question 3. In the National Basketball Association, who do they refer to as Black Mamba? Shaquille O'Neal, LeBron James or Kobe Bryant? The correct answer is Kobe Bryant. Question 4. Which actor played Jack Dawson in the 1997 film Titanic? Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio or Matt Damon? In the 1997 film Titanic, Jack Dawson was played by Leonardo DiCaprio. 5. Which country hosted the 2008 Summer Olympics? China, Japan or South Korea? The 2008 Summer Beijing Olympics were hosted by China. Which television singing competition is Kelly Clarkson the winner? X Factor US, American Idol, or America's Got Talent? The answer is American Idol. 7. Which element has the chemical symbol AU? Gold, silver, or gold? Is it coal, silver, or gold? The answer is gold, and sometimes our pictures will give you a clue, but not always, so tread carefully. Marie Curie was the first woman to win a Nobel Prize. What was she known for? Developing the research on radioactivity, developing the theory of evolution, or discovering the structure of DNA? The answer, developing the research on radioactivity. What is the capital city of Australia? Sydney, Melbourne, or Canberra? The capital city of Australia is Canberra. In bowling, what would you refer to as a strike? Knocking the remaining pins on the second try, knocking no pins on both tries, or knocking all pins down on the first try? Well, the first one describes a spare, the second 0 points, so it is the third option, knocking all pins down on the first try. Who was the first female athlete to appear on the cover of Sports Illustrated? Serena Williams, Babe Zaharias, or Billie Jean King? The answer is Babe Zaharias. Question 12. Which type of fungus is found in cheeses such as brie? Saccharomyces cerevisiae, Aspergillus, or Penicillium camemberti? The answer is Penicillium camemberti. Apologies for any mispronunciation on those. Here's question 13. How many moons does the planet Saturn have? 32, 146, or 250? Whatever the answer, it's a little bit embarrassing next to Earth's 1. The answer is 146. What award show is the television equivalent of the Oscars? the Emmys, the Golden Globes, or the Critics' Choice Awards? The television equivalent of the Oscars. The answer is the Emmys. 15. What is the capital city of Iceland? Helsinki, Oslo, or Reykjavik? The capital city of Iceland is Reykjavik. Question 16. In 2014, Germany won which international sporting competition? The Summer Olympics, FIFA World Cup, or the UEFA Champions League? The answer is FIFA World Cup. What movie won the Academy Award for Best Picture in 1994? Forrest Gump, Pulp Fiction, or Shawshank Redemption? And to give you a little bonus clue, all three of those films were nominated. The winning film was Forrest Gump. Which 1980 horror film did Shelley Duvall star in? Halloween, Poltergeist, or The Shining? The answer is The Shining. If Mount Everest has the highest mountain peak, which mountain comes in second place? Mount Kilimanjaro, K2, or Mount Denali, formerly Mount McKinley? The answer is K2. Question 20. What is the term for active animals during the night? Nocturnal, diurnal, or crepuscular? The answer is nocturnal. In April 1976, which computer company was founded by Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne? IBM, Microsoft, or Apple? The answer is Apple. Question 22. Why did Henry VIII divorce his first wife, Catherine of Aragon? She was too old for him, he fell in love with Anne Boleyn, or she failed to give him a son? Catherine of Aragon failed to give Henry VIII a son, so he divorced her. Hieroglyphs were a formal writing system of which ancient civilization? Egypt, Mesopotamia, or Rome? Hieroglyphs were a formal writing system of ancient Egypt. Question 24. The assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand started which war? The Crimean War, World War I, or World War II? The answer is World War I. Who was the first European explorer to lead an expedition that successfully circumnavigated the globe? Leif Erikson, Marco Polo, or Ferdinand Magellan? The answer is Ferdinand Magellan. Moonwalk was the famous dance move popularised by which pop star? Michael Jackson, Prince, or Elvis Presley? Although he didn't invent the moonwalk, Michael Jackson was famous for popularising the moonwalk. What is the famous author George Orwell's real name? Eric Arthur Blair, William Blake, or Samuel Clemens? George Orwell's real name is Eric Arthur Blair. In which sport would you find a hole-in-one? Tennis, netball, or golf? A hole-in-one can be found in golf. Question 29 next. In 1896, the first Olympics was held in which location? London, England, Athens, Greece, or Paris, France? The answer is Athens, Greece. Question 30. Which city is referred to as the City of Angels? Miami, San Francisco, or Los Angeles? The City of Angels is the nickname for Los Angeles. Question 31. In chemistry, what is called sodium chloride? Ketchup, salt, or pepper? In chemistry, salt is called sodium chloride. What is the most abundant element in the Earth's atmosphere? Nitrogen, oxygen, or hydrogen? The answer is nitrogen. 33. Who is the author of the Chronicles of Narnia? Roald Dahl, C.S. Lewis, or J.R.R. Tolkien? The author of the Chronicles of Narnia is C.S. Lewis. Vincent van Gogh used what kind of painting technique? Impasto, sgraffito, or pointillism? The correct answer is impasto. Which composer is known for his famous piece that has a group of violin concertos that represent the four seasons? Johann Sebastian Bach, Ludwig van Beethoven, or Antonio Vivaldi? The answer is Antonio Vivaldi. 36. Which US president resigned from office after the Watergate scandal, becoming the first president to do so? Richard Nixon, Jimmy Carter, or George H.W. Bush? The correct answer is Richard Nixon. Who was the first African American player to compete in Major League Baseball? Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, or Jackie Robinson? The answer is Jackie Robinson. Well done if you got that one. On to question 38. What is the only US state that is made up of islands? Guam, Hawaii, or Florida? Well, Guam isn't a US state, Florida isn't made up of islands, so the answer is Hawaii. What is the second most abundant element in the Earth's crust? Iron, silicon, or aluminium? For anybody watching not in the UK, aluminum. Which of those three is correct? The answer is silicon. Question 40. Which planet in our solar system is called the dwarf planet? Pluto, Mars, or Venus? Well, Earth sits between Mars and Venus, and furthest away is Pluto, and that's the correct answer. In which Indian city was the Taj Mahal built? Delhi, Mumbai, or Agra? The Taj Mahal was built in Agra. The French Revolution started in which kind of court? Tennis, paddle, or royal? The French Revolution started in which kind of court? Tennis, paddle, or royal? It's rather an obvious answer, or a very fun bit of trivia. And it's a fun bit of trivia. The answer is tennis court. Who was the first emperor of China known for unifying the country and constructing the Great Wall? Li Shiming, Han Wudi, or Qin Shi Huang? The answer is Qin Shi Huang. Which famous musician's real name is Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotti? Lady Gaga, Katy Perry, or Madonna? Stephanie Joanne Angelina Germanotta. The answer is Lady Gaga. Which famous bronze sculpture was made by Auguste Rodin? The discus thrower, the dying Gaul, or the thinker? The answer is the thinker. Question 46. Who is the first actor to ever play Batman in a 1943 film? Adam West, Michael Keaton, or Lewis G. Wilson? Often forgotten as one of the Batman actors, the answer is Lewis G. Wilson. What 1990s sitcom is set in a coffee shop called Central Perk? Seinfeld, Friends, or Full House? The answer is Friends. Where is the largest desert in the world located? Antarctica, Middle East, or Africa? The largest desert in the world is located in Antarctica. What is the longest running Broadway musical? Les Miserables, Newsies, or The Phantom of the Opera? The correct answer is The Phantom of the Opera. Question 50. What is the name of the process by which cells divide to produce two identical daughter cells? Binary fission, osmosis, or mitosis? The correct answer is mitosis. We're halfway through this quiz. Here's question 51. What is Elvis Presley's home called? Graceland, Neverland Ranch, or Paradise Grove? The answer is Graceland. In which sport is the Preakness Stakes a key event? Football, tennis, or horse racing? The answer is horse racing. Which country was the first to grant women the right to vote in national elections in 1893? Canada, New Zealand, or Australia? The answer is New Zealand. Question 54. Who was the leader of the abstract expressionist movement and painted works like Number 5, 1948? Jackson Pollock, Andy Warhol, or Claude Monet? The answer is Jackson Pollock. In December 1582, famous writer William Shakespeare got married. Who did he get married to? Anne Hathaway, Jane Seymour, or Anne of Cleves? The answer is Anne Hathaway. What genre of music did Elvis Presley help popularise in the 1950s, with hits like Hound Dog and Heartbreak Hotel? Blues, jazz, or rockabilly? The answer is rockabilly. 57. Which planet has the shortest day in our solar system? Earth, Jupiter, or Mars? The correct answer is Jupiter. Which group of animals is characterised by laying eggs and having a backbone, such as birds and reptiles? Vertebrates, invertebrates, or mammals? Vertebrates, invertebrates, or mammals? The answer is vertebrates. Which artist is known for the iconic sculpture David and painting the ceiling of the Sistine Chapel? Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo, or Raphael? The answer is Michelangelo. Question 60. Carrie Fisher stars in which famous sci-fi movie franchise? Space Odyssey, Star Wars, or Star Trek? Carrie Fisher plays Princess Leia in Star Wars. Who was the first Disney princess? Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, or Snow White? While Sleeping Beauty and Cinderella weren't introduced till the 1950s, Snow White was the 30s. The answer is Snow White. What does DC, home of Superman, Batman, and other superheroes, stand for? Detective Collective, Detective Comics, or Digital Comics? The answer is Detective Comics. 63. What is the oldest known written language? Sumerian, Latin, or Ancient Greek? The oldest known written language is Sumerian. Which religious week-long holiday is celebrated by Catholics to commemorate the resurrection of Christ? Advent, Lent, or Holy Week? The answer is Holy Week. Question 65. What is the name of the annual baseball event held in July where players compete in a home run contest? The MLB Home Run Derby, the MLB Home Run All-Star, or the MLB Home Run World Cup? The answer is the MLB Home Run Derby. Who played the character of Tony Stark in the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Ben Affleck, Chris Hemsworth, or Robert Downey Jr.? The answer is Robert Downey Jr. Question 67. Which organ in the human body is primarily responsible for producing insulin? Kidney, pancreas, or liver? The answer is the pancreas. 68. What is the second largest continent? Africa, Asia, or North America? What is the second largest continent? The answer is Africa. Who was the first woman to fly solo across the Atlantic Ocean? Amelia Earhart, Jacqueline Cochran, or Bessie Coleman? The answer is Amelia Earhart. Question 70. What country is famous for the sport of sumo? China, Japan, or Indonesia? The answer we're looking for is Japan. Question 71. What is the most widely grown crop in the world? Wheat, rice, or corn? the most widely grown crop in the world is corn? Who is on the $20 bill? James Madison, Andrew Jackson, or Alexander Hamilton? If you look at the $20 bill, you will find Andrew Jackson. Question 73. The London Bridge crosses which river? River Mersey, River Seine, or River Thames? Well, the London Bridge suggests it's in London. The answer is River Thames. Well done, if you got that one. 74 next. What is the main function of the mitochondria in cells? To produce energy, to store genetic material, or to produce hormones? The answer is to produce energy. What is Murphy's Law? Anything that can happen will happen. Anything that can go right will go right. Or anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Murphy's Law means that anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Which type of farming involves raising animals like cattle, sheep, or poultry, often for commercial purposes? Cattle and poultry culture, livestock farming, or aquaculture? The answer is livestock farming. What is the name of the process where plants lose water vapour through tiny openings in their leaves? Photosynthesis, transpiration, or germination? The answer is transpiration. What vitamin is primarily produced by the human body when exposed to sunlight? Vitamin A, vitamin D, or vitamin C? The answer is vitamin A. What genre of horror does the 1960 film Psycho fall in? Killer horror, murder horror, or slasher horror? A very popular genre, the answer is slasher horror. Question 80. Which company is known for the slogan, "The ultimate driving machine"? BMW, Audi, or Mercedes-Benz? The correct answer is BMW, and we have 20 questions left in this quiz. What is the largest species of whale known for its immense size? Blue, sperm, or orca? Is it a blue whale? Is it a sperm whale? Or is it an orca, the killer whale? The answer is blue whale. 82. Who was the American suffragist and abolitionist who co-founded the National Women's Suffrage Association in 1869? Was that Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Harriet Tubman, or Susan B. Anthony? The answer is Susan B. Anthony. What is the traditional distance for a rowing race in the Olympics? 500 metres, 2,000 metres, or 3,500 metres? The correct answer is 2,000 metres. Which trick has been banned in figure skating? Camel spin with multiple twists, triple axel with multiple twists, or Biellmann spin with multiple twists? Clue, it's something with multiple twists. The answer is the camel spin. What company founded by Jeff Bezos in 1994 started as an online bookstore and later expanded into nearly every retail category? eBay, Amazon, or Barnes & Nobles? The answer, of course, is Amazon. What is the name of the sport played with a racket where two players or teams take turns hitting a small rubber ball against the front wall in a rectangular court? Racquetball, tennis, or squash? The answer is squash. Which music genre originated in the African American communities in the late 1940s and was characterized by its heavy use of improvisation and swing rhythms? Jazz, hip-hop, or blues? The answer is jazz. Question 88. Aretha Franklin, famous for hits like Respect and Think, is also known as the First Lady of Soul, the Queen of Soul, or the Queen of Pop? Aretha Franklin is also known as the Queen of Soul. Who was the first emperor of the Roman Empire? Julius Caesar, Nero, or Augustus? The first emperor of the Roman Empire was Augustus. Question 90. In 1939, which movie was released featuring the famous line, "There's no place like home"? The Wizard of Oz, Casablanca, or Singing in the Rain? The answer we're looking for is The Wizard of Oz. What was the name of the first satellite launched into space by the Soviet Union in 1957? Luna 1, Cosmonaut 1, or Sputnik 1? The answer is Sputnik 1. Question 92. In Greek mythology, who is the god of the sea, often depicted with a trident? Hades, Poseidon, or Zeus? The answer is Poseidon. What textile invention created by James Hargreaves in 1764 significantly increased the efficiency of weaving? The spinning wheel, the spinning jenny, or the spinning johnny? The answer is the spinning jenny. 94. What is the name of the strong distilled liquor often associated with the Caribbean and made from sugarcane? Gin, vodka, or rum? The answer is rum. During which prehistoric period did humans first begin using tools made from stone? The Early Age, the Paleolithic era, or Neolithic era? The correct answer is the Paleolithic era. Which country is considered the birthplace of cricket? England, India, or Australia? All big names in cricket today, but which country is considered the birthplace of cricket? The answer is England. What alcoholic drink is made from fermented apples? Mead, whiskey, or cider? The correct answer is cider. What is the scientific name for the fear of spiders? Arachnophobia, ornithophobia, or acrophobia? The answer is arachnophobia. Question 99. Who was the leader of the Mongol Empire? Attila the Hun, Genghis Khan, or Kublai Khan? The correct answer on our penultimate question is Genghis Khan. And question 100. Which 1960s ad campaign created by Doyle Dane Bernbach famously used the slogan, "Think small"? Pepsi, Ford, or Volkswagen? The correct answer is The Simpsons. Bonus question. What is the 1981 movie? The Fox and the... Let us know the answer in the comments. And that does end our quiz today. Let us know what award you've received based on the points you've scored. And whilst you're there, you can let us know the answer to that bonus question. Thanks a lot for playing this quiz. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon to be notified on all of our upcoming videos. But if you can't wait for that, then there are plenty of quizzes already uploaded that you can try right now. So why not jump straight into another one? Thanks again for joining us today at Quiz Class. My name's Ellis and I've been your host, and we'll see you next time.